This is Jana, and today is all about bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. And who doesn't like bacon for summertime food? So we are going to have bacon wrapped turkey fillets. And then while those are grilling, my husband's a great master griller. He's going to grill those, and then I'm going to make a bacon dressing to put on our salad. It's all about bacon today. So I have two choices for you. You can go ahead and go out and buy a teriyaki sauce from the grocery store and buy a bottled one that you like. Perfect. That's great. But since this is about homemade, I've made this since over 30 years. This is my homemade teriyaki sauce. I have a half a cup of soy sauce. I have 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can use dark brown sugar, light brown sugar, whatever you have. And then we're going to go in for 2 cloves of garlic. Get all that out of there. Oops. And then we're going to go in for a half a teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. And then we're going to go in for some lime juice. Right there we go. And that is 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And then we have 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. And I just buy the stuff from the grocery store spice area. That's perfect. You can put fresh in if you want it. And then if you have it, I've got some sesame seeds. And I'm going to put in a couple teaspoons of sesame seeds because our family likes sesame seeds. Not that it adds a lot of flavor, but it sure does add some pretty texture to it. And then you mix that up. See how simple this is? Look at that. And that lime juice makes the teriyaki sauce very bright tasting. You can use fresh lime juice, bottled lime juice from the produce section. You can use key lime juice if you've got whatever you've got. And if you don't have lime, you can use lemon. It's okay. All right, so there we go. So I'm going to set this off to the side. And the next thing we're going to do is our bacon wrapped turkey fillets. Our family, as I always say, we eat some leftovers at our house. And so I'm going to get my handy dandy gloves on. I'm going to move my toothpicks off to the side. We're trying to keep this fast because you know what? It's summertime, and who wants to be in the kitchen all day in the summertime besides me? I just love to be in the kitchen. But it's getting warm outside. I want to spend time with my husband outside. And so I'm going to get this all ready. I've got some thick cut bacon. Whatever your favorite brand is fine. All right, get my handy dandy gloves on. And these are in the fresh meat section. These are Jennie-O brand, but I know there's Tyson, there's all kinds. These are fresh turkey tenderloins. And you could probably do this with pork. I've never done it with pork. We've made these forever. As long as I can remember. We've been married 36 years, and I've made these a long time. We used to live in a town that had a turkey processing plant. Look at how big those are. But that's okay, because you know what? We're going to cook it just like it is. You can tell that is a turkey breast right there. And there's some white membrane on there. And you can cut it all off. You can cut part of it off. It doesn't matter. You won't even know it's there in a minute. And so now I'm going to take my thick slice of bacon. And this is a big turkey breast. And I'm going to wrap that bacon around it. And I'm going to secure it with a toothpick. All the way around. I normally, with this size of a turkey breast, I normally have to do at least 5 toothpicks, if not 6 in each one. Here we go, just like that. Look it. I'm going to set that in the pan, and I'm going to do the next one. Some packages have smaller pieces of turkey breast in it. I'm just going to tell you, some have bigger pieces. You can cut these in half if you need to make more servings. At our house, I just put the turkey on a plate and people cut off as much as they want. They don't eat a whole one of these. We probably could some days, and you can put 2 pieces of bacon around them too if you have short bacon. Because it does kind of, this one's one of those, I can tell it's going to be a little short. And then 2 pieces of bacon hold it nice. So there we go. And look how fast this is. This is a really quick meal. My family, like I said, we had a turkey processing plant in town, and you could go buy turkey breasts by the case. We call them turkey tenderloins. We're going to do some more turkey tenderloins coming up in the next few weeks, fixed in a different way, and it's so good. I grew up eating them like that, and even our community used to cook them the way I'm going to show you at community events. You know how some communities have their specialties. There we go. And now I'm going to do this other one, and we'll be right back, and I'll show you the next part. All right, now we've got the 4 tenderloins all wrapped in our bacon. There's our homemade teriyaki sauce, but you can use the bottled sauce if that's your preference. And we're going to pour that over. Look it. Woohoo. We're going to let these marinate. I'm going to grab a pair of tongs here because you know what? Sometimes those make a suction on the bottom and they're not going to marinate underneath there. There. That's how easy it is. There we go. And now we're going to set these aside for just a minute. And if you're doing this ahead and you've got company coming, you can cover these and then put them in the refrigerator. I wouldn't leave them in there more than about an hour though, okay? I'm going to set those over here. And now we're going to get ready to make bacon dressing. I had a few pieces of bacon left over from wrapping those turkey tenderloins. So this is a 1-1-1 recipe. It can't get any easier. We're going to do 1 pound of bacon, your favorite bacon, doesn't matter. I wouldn't do like a maple bacon, but like you can use pepper bacon, smoked bacon. You can use applewood, hickory, whatever your favorite bacon is. And I'm cutting this into about 1-inch cubes. And we're going to be right back, and I'm going to show you the next step to making bacon dressing. This is 1-1-1, simple homemade salad dressing. And this is a family favorite of ours. We'll be right back. Okay, we're going to make some bacon dressing. 1 pound of bacon. And you're going to want to use a saucepan. Now remember, this is 1-1-1, but you can cut it in half if you don't use leftovers. We use this and reheat it all week long. Wash my hands off here. Oops, sorry. And you don't want to cook this over a super high heat because we kind of want to render it down. And this is going to take probably about 10 minutes maybe. Every bacon's different. I know the bacon I used today doesn't have a lot of water in it. And so we're going to come back when this renders down. And the recipe for this is 1 pound of bacon, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of cider vinegar, and 1 cup of water. 1-1-1-1. That's how easy. Well, 4 ones. 1-1-1-1. So, all right. We will be back when this is rendered down. All right, we've got the grill preheated to between 450 and 500, and everybody's grills are different. And so he's going to carefully take these off because that bacon that's wrapped around there. And he's going to start this off on the top rack because of the bacon. We'll let that render down because if you put all that on the lower rack, you'd have a flaming mess in a heartbeat. So you're going to want to watch these cloves. He's going to stay out here and watch these turkey tenderloins, and he's going to baste them with the teriyaki a couple of times, and it keeps it very moist. And he'll flip them several times, and then he'll finish them on the lower rack and get a nice char on them. And so we'll be back and check on these in just a little bit. Okay, we are just checking on our bacon for the bacon dressing. See how it's rendering down? It's not going too fast, it's not going too slow. You don't want to boil it. You want your fire up, or your power, electric, whatever, up enough so that it's cooking like this. See the constant sizzle? You don't want to boil your bacon having it too low. So this is just rendering away. We're getting very close. Now once your bacon gets to this point, it can go south very quickly. Not that experience on my part would matter, but I'm just telling you, even though it took a while to get to this place, see the turkey tenderloins are cooking, so this is like a perfect salad dressing to go with the turkey tenderloins because they all take about the same amount. Well, this doesn't take as long as a turkey, but anyway, so you have a little bit of time. But once you get to this point, just kind of keep moving those fattier pieces down to the bottom. And you see some of these on top are starting to get brown. I just kind of move those around and get on the top and move the other ones. And you just keep moving them around. See, there's one we want to get cooked more. So I just move those down to the bottom. All right, we'll be back in just probably, I'm guessing, 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to be where we need to be. Do not drain the fat from the bacon. Okay, we're back to the bacon for the bacon dressing. Look how it was probably no more than 2 minutes. It went from where it was, and look at this bacon is done. So do not drain the oil off. And so now we're going to add the oil, the bacon grease. We want to leave that in there. Just like you add extra virgin olive oil or Wesson oil or something to make your salad dressings, you have to have some fat for a salad dressing. And so we've got the cup of sugar, we've got the cup of vinegar, cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar, or you can use Mother's, or you can use, well, those are the ones I would recommend. I don't think I would use a white vinegar for this. It might be a little too stark. But you might be able to use a rice vinegar. And there was a cup of water. So 1 pound of bacon, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of cider vinegar, and 1 cup of water. And now, before it starts to boil, I've got garlic salt. Right there. That's my favorite kind. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garlic salt. I like this brand because it doesn't have an off taste. Sometimes garlic can have an off taste to it. Okay, and now I'm going to add some fresh cracked pepper. Lots, because our family likes pepper. And this is all that is in this salad dressing. Can you hear our golden retriever's laying by my feet snoring? Poor Jay. It's his nap time. I guess Aaron said it was Bailey, not Jack. It sounded like Jack. That's funny. No, that's Jack. That's Jack. I'm looking at his collar. That's Jack. The 2 golden retrievers. So now I've got my fire up still. And as soon as this starts to boil, because we're going to reduce this, not quite by half. I'm going to say we're going to reduce it by about 1/3. And if you like a thicker salad dressing, because this is more like a bacon vinaigrette, but if you like a little bit more texture to it, right when we're getting ready to finish, you can take a little bit of cornstarch slurry and just, I mean, like maybe 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch with 1 teaspoon of water, and slowly stir it in until it's the right texture, and boil it for maybe a minute or so. And that will make it have a little more body to it. Sometimes I do that when I have company or whatever, but we really are trying to watch our starches. And so this is not keto. I have not tried this with the monk fruit erythritol to make it totally keto. I'm probably going to try it real soon, but this is just our family favorite, and it doesn't take very much on our salad, and we've been watching our sugar really close and our starches. So anyway, I've got my romaine lettuce all ready to go with some tomatoes on top, and we'll be back. Okay, we are out here to see how my husband's coming along on the bacon wrapped teriyaki turkey fillets, and here we go. We're going to take a quick peek. We don't want to leave the grill open too long. Oh yes, I can see he's been basting them because we're almost out of this stuff. I'm going to put a little bit more on here, but look at the bacon. See when you put them on the top rack, how the bacon just renders instead of burning. I don't mind if it gets a little char on it as he's doing these, but we don't want to burn up that bacon. They're at 120 degrees Fahrenheit on the internal temperature with his meat thermometer. Oh, it smells so good. And so when they get to about 170, because you can do them 165, but we found with these big turkey tenderloins that to take the center temperature at about 170 is perfect for us, and it's so very moist. And we will be back when we're taking these off. Okay, we are back and checking on these turkey tenderloins wrapped in bacon. You can see the caramelization of that teriyaki sauce right there, and they are up to what temperature?
160.
They're at 160. So now he's going to move them down just to put a little bit of char on them, because you don't have to put char on them if your family doesn't like char, but we like a little bit of color on them. Look at that with those sesame seeds. Like I said, you don't have to put in the sesame seeds into that teriyaki sauce. And we're going to come back in just probably 3 minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and we're going to turn them. All right, let's check them. That's perfect. That's good. It'll keep cooking after you take them off. Good.
A little bit more.
A little bit more on that one. Yep. So we will take these off and cover them with some foil. Look at that. Look at that bacon. It's like candied almost. Oh. So I'm going to send another plate out with that one. Look at. Okay, we are done with our bacon dressing. Look at how much it's reduced. You can see that it was up to here, and now it's down to there. That's about a third. Because there's our spatula. But you can tell it is done. So now I'm going to move over to the other side. We'll be back in 1 second. What a delicious summer meal. Spring meal, whatever. If you're a bacon lover, this is your meal. It's healthy and delicious. And so now I am going to prepare a plate. One of the first things you're going to want to do is remove these toothpicks from the pieces of meat. And do that before you serve it to your guests, please. All right. That is a large portion of turkey tenderloin. Look at this. Perfectly cooked. You can see the smoke ring. My husband used some hickory on there. And slice into bite-sized pieces. Now my daughter, she likes hers on her salad in a separate bowl, but my husband and I, we like it on the same plate because you know what? That bacon dressing touching on the turkey tenderloin is absolutely delicious. Get another tomato in there. Oops, I got some salad in the bacon dressing, but that's okay. Look at this. Tell me your mouth is not watering. Mine is. There you go. And so it's all about bacon today. I hope you make this very soon. Please comment and let me know how you like this or what you're looking forward to. Thank you. We'll see you next time.